Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. I found a new burger spot. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear a super cool shirt, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, though? Happens to be my, boom, my Kitty shirt. I love this shirt, dude. It's so damn cool. If you're unfamiliar with the band Kitty, they are an all-female badass metal band out of Canada. They kind of broke through in sort of like the early 2000s, sort of rode the new metal wave during that period of time. Ups and downs and all that stuff. Obviously, the new metal scene kind of died down. But to their immense credit, like, they really just continue to evolve musically, well past their new metal roots, although I appreciate the fact that they, haven't completely abandoned that either. They at least embrace that, that's part of their history. I was fortunate enough, I got to see them last year in 2024. It's like the first time they'd been touring in like over a decade. And when I saw that they were going to be playing in Chicago, I knew I had to be there. It was incredible, like genuinely one of my favorite shows of the year. I got some videos of their performance. Those videos are on my channel, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're incredible. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? New burger spot, eh? So yeah, I had the day off of work, and I kind of knew I was going to be headed in a given direction, since I was going to try to enjoy my day off. And, I started looking for places in the area that maybe I could go over there and check out and do some reviews for. And it turns out that a brand new place opened up literally just about a month ago, January of 2025. But what place is it? Boom, that's not a place name. No, they are FYVE Bros, right? Yeah, FYVE Bros Burgers, which I'm guessing they're sort of playing off of the Five Guys thing, except that the five is spelled FYVE. So it's spelled like a 1990s Marvel comic. So cool. Yeah, man. So I'm always up for burger stuff. What with this being a burger review and for a local establishment, it's going to end up in two of my playlists. One being my Burgers for Days playlist, which is a playlist for just burger reviews, and one in my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for Illinois spots. First thing I'm going to be reviewing is their smash burger, specifically a double smash, which consists of pickle, five sauce, jalapenos on a potato bun. Sure. I will say this, I learned this. Do not park in front of the establishment next to them. Otherwise, a annoying man will come out and go over there and berate you, despite the fact that there's no immediate sign saying that you can't park there. I'm just saying. I don't like to put people on blast, but come on, dude. Nobody was in your lot. But this is what the burger looks like, which, it's not bad. That's not bad for a smash burger. Let's see, can we get a thing for a thing? It looks like this. We'll go, ha 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 ha! Let's give it a go. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is halal as well. So, patties are a little thin. Like, even for a smash burger. But, there's good flavor here. Especially from the jalapeno. They use some good jalapenos, man. Like, they have a proper kick. Okay. It's nice and ooey and gooey like a smash burger should be. This is good. It's tasty. I mean, I'm not going to say it's the best smash burger ever or anything, but what they're doing well with it. I will say, I'm not getting a lot from the FYVE sauce. I'm guessing it's, sort of a general burger sauce. Okay, there we go. I got kind of a bigger hit of that. Yeah. Kind of a general sort of tangy burger sauce. Not bad. Not like, again, anything super amazing, but yeah, I mean, this is one of those instances where, well, I wouldn't say that it's doing anything groundbreaking. Everything that it's doing well, and it's a very tasty burger. Like, yeah, this is really nice. I'm also very hungry, so that helps things. I'm not a big pickles guy. If you watch my channel, you know that. These pickles are decent. They're not great pickles, but, like, they're decent. They're not, like, shitty, McDonald's pickles. So I do appreciate that. The pickles do have a nice flavor. There's definitely a lot of flavors going on here between the pickles, the jalapeno, and then also the FYVE sauce, and then the gooey cheese as well. And that's a lot of stuff going on, which is both good and bad. There's a lot of flavor, which is good, and the flavors that are there are really nice. They do occasionally, maybe oh so slightly clash a little, but not to any significant degree. I mean, I think the tanginess of the pickles works with the heat from the jalapeno, and again, the sort of tanginess from the FYVE sauce, I think, holds it all together. But occasionally you do get, where you get a bit too much jalapeno and a bit too much pickle. It kind of, throws the balance off. Here's the bad part. And it's not because the patties are so thin, and again, this is a double, right? Because the patties are so thin, it does mean that those flavors, because they are really strong flavors, they tend to outweigh the flavor of the beef. And at the end of the day, it's great to have nice ingredients, and I think that they do, as far as the construction is concerned. I need the beef to really be the hero here, right? And I feel, again, because of the thinness of the patties, it just doesn't quite. And again, I get that they're smash patties. I get that. But if you watch my channel, I've gone over there, I've reviewed, many a smash burger, and you can still get some pretty solid sized patties here. So, yeah, I mean, overall, it's a good burger. I enjoy it. But, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I mean, I'm going to go with sure and sure. Like, it's not going to get, like, a resounding recommendation from me, because, again, like, I've had better smash burgers. I'm not going to lie. Hell, even, what was it, Sonic. Sonic went over there, they came out with their Sonic Smasher, which I did review. And I'm not going to lie, I do think that, and that actually, I also used a potato bun as well. Not going to lie, I think that, that was probably a little bit more impressive. But, here's the thing, I do like this, and, it's in a spot where, again, aside from the one guy who, again, was like, burr, 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 get out of my lot, even though, again, there was nobody there, and we're not going to get into that whole thing, but, even aside from that, it's like, it's a nice little spot. Right now they have a very limited menu. I'd be interested to kind of see, if they decide to expand on that, or if they kind of keep it, again, somewhat limited, and that's perfectly fine. But if you're going to have a limited menu, you really need to go over there and nail it down. I think that they have a great foundation here, but, and again, there's inflation, there's this, there's that, and the other thing. So, I mean, fair enough. I would like to see the patties be a little bit beefier. I think that would really go over there and kind of put it over the edge for me. But everything it's doing well, and I do really like the flavor, especially the jalapeno on that. So I could see myself coming back here, and the price on it was pretty good and everything, so sure. And if I'm recommending it, again, make sure you don't park in the one guy's lot. He will be sure to come out. Like, I mean, he was immediately out there. Like, just, he was that old guy waiting for the kids to go over there and run out on the lawn just so he could tell them to not run out. I'm just saying. Sorry. Nah, I'm not sorry. Like I was a jackass. But if I'm recommending it, yeah, like in terms of, like I said, you can get better smash burgers, but these are perfectly good smash burgers that offer up some good flavors and, some burgers, some fries. Like, it's an honest, really tasty burger. And there's a lot to be said for that. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Would I like to see them expand things a little bit, make a few improvements? Yeah, but I think as a starting point, this is a good starting point. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there, have yourselves a truly burger-tastic rest of your life, because burgers are delicious. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and bullshit, or stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I want you to go out and do. If you happen to go over there and have an establishment that you own that has a lot space, maybe go over there and make sure that there's, appropriate signage. And just tossing this out there, if it's noon and your lot is literally completely empty because ain't nobody going into your establishment, maybe just let it go. Chances are you're going to drum up more business from people parking in front of it and maybe saying, rather than you chasing them away. I'm just saying I'm not a business guy, to be fair, but just saying. Anyway,